Sorry about that, the recording failed. I don't know why. I just stopped recording. Just a sec. Right, now, sorry about that, you missed the planing. Pain, that what happens. Anyway, I'll show you the planing later, when I've on another project. So, I mean, no, I've got no more planing to do on this. I'll show you that on another project. I've got plenty of projects on. Next thing is we're going to need to cut this to length. Now, again, this time my template won't be much help. I want to show you this. The reason why I'm having to build this is that used to be a tongue sticking out of there. That's where the plinth was, and the whole thing snapped off. The whole weight of the cabinet was on that 6mm tongue, and of course when it, boom, there was too much weight for it. Especially when the removal people drop it on the doorstep. So, of course, centred, hit the doorstep. The sides with all the weight on them, bang, straight off. So I'm having to do this for me because when I moved here, the removal people mucked up. I got a little bit of compensation for it. That's why that's how I got the wood. Anyway, now to cut it to length, what I've done is I've put this on here, and I've marked. I thought, right, we don't want to waste too much of this wood, so we just need a little bit cut off, so we'll do that here. And I've drawn along here. Let me show you. Right, I've put this level with the outside edge, which will be the outside edge. I've drawn along here. Right. Now, I'm not happy with that. No. Even on this isn't, if this was only a 6x6 tongue, even this wouldn't hold it. So what I want to do is I'll mark that off so I know where the end is. There, going in. So, I've spun this round. What I've actually done, I've put that there. I've marked this end as well. Hang on. I've marked this end as well. So I know that's where the tongue was, so I'll mark that. I'll move this up here. Now, I've actually marked the 6mm tongue that's on here, but I'm not going to use that. I've left a bit extra. This is going to be a 12mm tongue. Now, come back over here. Right, it's 19mm. So, I know this 6mm here. I marked the outside of the tongue. I brought it back 6mm. I've done my measurement from there. Now, I could have left a little bit more on there, but I didn't. But I don't want any more than that on there. I've just got to square this end up, and it actually gives us by the time I square the end up, it's going to leave me 12mm on there. Yeah, that's right, 12mm like that. That's what I was planning on leaving. That means that, how can I put it? The side, talk about, if this is the bottom sheet here, the side will come up, and 19mm, well, it'll be 7mm left on the outside edge that comes down on this piece here. But I'm not making a tongue out of that. I'm just going to square that up. Won't take much. Just a quick pass. That is then going to be the tongue. The whole thickness of the wood. The full thickness. And then the side will rest also on here as well. 12mm. Half an inch. That's plenty. That's plenty. So I'll get the side filled with the polished wood. I've got a big piece on there that will, it's taking the weight. I've got to do the same on the other end. Now, I know what the inside is which is marked here. Now I've got to mark 12mm from that line. I've marked 6 just for the tongue, but that's how the original was, and I want to make sure I make it the right size. So I've marked it out as the original and then put over extra. So now we need 12mm here instead of 6. So I need to mark that off there. Right, 12mm from there. There we go. I'll just get these. Don't use these as hammers. Whatever you do, now you'll knock them out of square. And when you try to cut a square, you can't, because you try to cut to the line, it's all off. So, like I said, always try to make. I'll put it over there, fraction over. That'll give me something to finish to there. Okay. Right, because I actually went over. I want 12mm left on here when I've finished, and I've got. That's not going to be enough. I'm going to remark that. I'm going to leave 15mm over that side there, just to give me that extra bit of play with the wood. I'm going to redo that there. So I know which line I'm supposed to be cutting to. I mark a V from that line. So it's almost like an arrow. I mean, you could actually use an arrow. You can use whatever mark you like. Me, this is the old way. I come up and do a sort of figure hand next to this leading edge. I call it leading edge because this is where all the measurements come from. Then I know that from here to here is that, from here to here is that. It's right. If I'm trying to start measuring from the back and then from the front and then from the side and ends, it's never going to work. I'm going to say, be careful when you're working with wood. Well, be careful just working in the workshop. You need to be. We don't want any accidents at all if we can help it. Anyway, that's it for this part. I'll see you soon. Keep safe. Bye for now.